Hi everyone, my name is Anouk Gorris and I'm the product manager in Collibra in charge of BI integrations. And today we are going to announce the SAP and Collibra partnership and introduce our new integrations.
Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Gaetan Saulnier and I'm in the product management team for HANA Database and Analytics. I'm responsible for the strategic partnership between SAP Datasphere and Collibra. And I'm also focusing on the SAP Datasphere catalog. Super happy to be here today with you. So let's start with an overview of what this partnership between SAP Datasphere and Collibra is about. And let me kick it off with a little bit about SAP Datasphere. In case you haven't heard, in the past, businesses have spent countless resources extracting data, moving it out of SAP systems, and then rebuilding all that context and semantics in their new data repository. But it doesn't have to be that way. With SAP Datasphere that sits at the core of SAP's data strategies, customers can now access their data easier with all this context and semantics intact. What that means for customers is that it really accelerates their data project because there is no need to repeat all that semantics for the data context and the business context. So that's why SAP Datasphere is very crucial to our strategy with regards to our current data ecosystem. And to accelerate this business data fabric architecture, we have partnered with some of the leaders in the market, such as Collibra, who we have today with us to talk about data governance, privacy, and compliance. So Collibra is the leader in data governance. They deliver a best-of-breed data intelligence platform that really combines all the capabilities of data cataloging, governance, lineage, quality, and privacy. And of course, SAP Datasphere enables that SAP data ecosystem in this partnership. So today, Collibra delivers metadata and lineage to Collibra users, mostly for non-SAP data sources. I mean, they do have some integration with SAP applications, but really, most of the capabilities today is around non-SAP data sources. So with the partnership with SAP Datasphere, this really opens it up and will allow Collibra customers to view end-to-end data governance. They can see the metadata and lineage of all the non-SAP data sources in their data landscape. And with the integration, they will also be able to see the SAP data sources, starting with SAP Analytics Cloud first, half next year, and followed by the rest of the SAP sources you see here on the slide, including SAP BW, SAP S/4HANA, and SAP HANA. Now I will pass it over to Anouk to walk you through the use cases, the architecture, and our integration delivery plan. So Anouk, over to you.
Thank you very much, Gaetan. I will introduce a little bit how Collibra works and how we do the data governance. First of all, we have a data catalog that serves as your source of truth. You can create a business glossary to provide context to your entire data landscape. You can trace the lifecycle of your metadata using our lineage, which helps you certify trusted reports and find the right data sets. And you can also easily manage your metadata in data catalog as it grows in volume and complexity, including with the SAP systems. Collibra also provides tools for compliance and risk assessment. You can perform impact assessments based on the existing and new regulations. You can automatically apply tags for sensitive data, and you can mitigate risks and ensure the security of sensitive data. Collibra's privacy and policy enforcement features are designed to protect your data. You can use Collibra to create and manage scalable policies, which allow you to classify and protect sensitive data, simplify access control across systems like SAP and other systems, and also save time by managing everything in one centralized location instead of individual systems. So today we are very happy to announce the SAP and Collibra integration. Collibra supports more than 50 data sources for metadata ingestion and more than 30 sources for lineage. These connectors are included in our out-of-the-box offering. Thanks to the partnership between SAP and Collibra, we can now govern SAP metadata in Collibra and establish a bidirectional connection between SAP and Collibra. The integration between SAP and Collibra is achieved using APIs. Collibra uses the SAP Datasphere Catalog API to retrieve technical and business metadata, as well as lineage from SAP Datasphere, and ingest it into Collibra's catalog. Likewise, SAP will retrieve metadata from Collibra to enhance its own catalog. Now we will introduce you to the timeline for these integrations. Collibra's timeline depends on the availability of the SAP Catalog API, but we target the following integrations. So, in phase 1, we will deliver an SAP Analytics Cloud integration that shows SAC stories and models with object-level lineage metadata. In phase 2, we will work on detailed asset metadata together with SAP W4HANA and SAP HANA Cloud object-level lineage. And then in Q1 in 2025, we target to have column-level lineage for all existing SAP integrations and also build new integrations for SAP ECC and for SAP S4HANA. Now we will show you how you can set up the integration between SAP Datasphere and Collibra.
In this demo, we will show you how SAP Datasphere and Collibra solutions can work together to deliver data governance across your data landscape. First, let's have a look to the SAP Datasphere catalog. The SAP Datasphere catalog is the central place to discover, enrich, classify, and publish high-quality, trusted data and analytics assets from across your enterprise. Depending on your rights, you can review, enrich, and publish assets in the catalog as an administrator, or you can consume the content of the catalog as a business user. Let's search for an SAP Analytics Cloud story in the catalog. The catalog makes it easy for you to discover and find the assets that you need and offers flexible capabilities to learn more about the asset. As you can see, my user has the right to publish or unpublish content in the catalog. When an asset is published, it is available for consumption by other authorized users. There is detailed metadata available for a given asset, and this set of technical metadata is retrieved directly from the source systems by SAP Datasphere, including information about column details and the lineage that are available. Not all the metadata shown for this asset was harvested from the source systems. SAP Datasphere Catalog allows users to enrich assets with additional business metadata and create business glossary terms, KPIs, and users' descriptions. Now that we have this information available to consume in our catalog, we want to ensure the metadata can also be consumed in Collibra. For that, we need to create a security token that will be used for the consumer application to connect to our catalog. As an SAP Datasphere admin user, I access the System Administration User Interface. I select App Integration, where I will create the OS client. I create a new OS client. I give it a name, and I select the purpose as interactive usage and API access. Now for the access, I select Data Catalog and I click Add to create my OS client. My OS client is now created, so we have an entry point to the content of the catalog. Anouk will now show you how Collibra can connect to SAP Datasphere and retrieve the metadata of the object I showed before.
Thank you very much, Gaetan. First, we will go to our Edge site and click Create Connection. We fill out this template and specify the SAP Datasphere URL, the OAuth client ID, and the OAuth client secret that was specified before in SAP Datasphere. Then I click Create Connection. The connection shows up in the list of available connections. The next step is to create a capability. I click Add Capability, and again, use a template for an SAC integration. I fill out the source ID, the SAP Datasphere connection, and the Collibra domain ID. The assets will be ingested in the domain ID that is specified here. Then I click on Create Capability. I have now created a connection to SAP Datasphere and the capability for an SAC or an SAP Analytics Cloud integration. Now I go to Catalog and I click on the plus sign. I click Register a data source and I find my SAP Datasphere connection. When you click Register, you see the connection page for the SAP Datasphere connection. You review the connection details, and if everything looks good, click Synchronize Now. A pop-up shows you that the synchronization has started. Collibra connects to SAP Datasphere and harvests the SAC or SAP Analytics Cloud metadata. When the synchronization is successful, you can click on the SAC catalog domain and you will see all the SAC ingested assets. Now we will take a closer look at one of the SAC stories, for example, sales and deliveries. You see the relations that are created as part of the integration. You see a description. You can certify this asset and you can add tags. When you click on the diagram, you will be able to see a business diagram that shows all the assets that were part of the SAC ingestion. We also create a technical lineage for more technical information about the SAC lineage. Thank you for watching this demo.
So now let's have a look at the deliverables for our first phase, which is a summary of what we just showed you. So that first integration that you've just seen, okay, is what will allow Collibra users to connect to an SAP Datasphere catalog tenant and access its catalog to retrieve technical metadata and lineage metadata for SAP Analytics Cloud assets. So we distinguish here two different types of persona, the Collibra admin user and the Collibra catalog user. So as an admin user, you will connect and configure a connection with an SAP Datasphere tenant. And then you're going to configure which metadata is being retrieved in Collibra. As a catalog user, you will search for SAP assets in the catalog to review the metadata, and you will also try to see lineage associated to an asset from SAP data sources. So this concludes our session for today. So here are some great learning offerings to complement your conference. You can prepare for certification with free SAP learning journeys, save with an exclusive SAP TechEd certification offer that came in your SAP TechEd registration email. You can connect with the expert, expand your network, and share your knowledge and experiences with others in the SAP community, and network in a moderated SAP learning group to get your learning questions answered. Find all the great content at learning.sap.com/teched. So thank you so much for watching this session. Gaetan Saulnier, Product Manager at SAP.
And Anouk, Product Manager at Collibra. Thank you very much for listening.